subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification bell.
Good morning, friends. How are y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brandy, and I am on a health and fitness journey, currently following Weight Watchers, but I am currently paying attention more to the calories than I am the points. But I am looking at the points just to guide like how healthy a food is, if you will. Haven't really changed my eating habits too much, just maybe eating a little more, and I don't think it's backfiring. If you want to hear more about that, watch my March and review video. But anyways, I am running late as always. It is Wednesday, April 9th, and it is my baby Rio's 5th birthday. Right, Rio? You want to say hi? Come here. Oh, no kisses. So Rio is 5 today. Say hi, friend. Say yeah. Happy birthday. And the other pupper will be 5 and 10 days. They're the same age. We got them the same day. Anyhow, as always, I am running late, so thank goodness I did prep some breakfast sandwiches on Sunday. I have that in my air fryer. It is an English muffin, 2 slices of turkey bacon, a fat-free slice of cheese, and 1.5 eggs. Got that going. I like to do it open face in my air fryer for exactly 4 minutes, and I find that is perfect. So the breakfast sandwich is exactly 380 calories and 7 points. And for my coffee today, I'm doing Starbucks dark roast and a protein shake. So I do about, I don't know, half the cup with coffee, and I am back to my dark roast. The medium roast is okay, but I don't think it's worth me saving $1 a bottle. I think I'd rather have the one I want. And then I'm gonna do about 1/3 of this Fairlife 30 gram. Why will it not focus? And 1/3 of the bottle is 50 calories. So, I find that when I do, actually that was like half the bottle. Not mad at it. So 75 calories and 15 grams of protein. Sometimes when I do half the bottle, I feel like it tastes just like too much like protein shake. Not enough like coffee. Okay. Toggle this down. Give it a go. See if I need to adjust. Why do you need a black? There's no one out there. Very good, but it tastes like more like chocolate milk than coffee. I'm gonna add just a splash more coffee. Asher, please don't do that. Asher, don't do that. I'm trying to film. So my breakfast, although maybe not that inspired, will be absolutely delicious. This is my third one I've had this week, and they are super yummy. Total is 485. Total calories is 455 calories, but with a whopping 46 grams of protein. So that'll for sure keep me full today. And it is 8 points. So all in all, really good points for the calorie ratio, I'd say. I'm actually gonna be eating that in the car too because, you know, like I said, late. But I haven't been up to much, just working out. I haven't filmed what I eat in a day, like in a very long time. I think like 9 days at least. And usually I do them once a week. But I've just been keeping my meals so simple that I just didn't feel like that would be that entertaining. But tonight I am making a turkey sausage cabbage hash on my Blackstone, so I'm really excited about that. Let me brush my teeth and then we'll get on the road. Come on, Ash. Gotta come look at my planner. Had a video go live, Rio's birthday, and I have one meeting today. Not bad. Isn't this rain kit? Yeah, it's a rain kit, and I think it's so pretty. But as you see, I pre-plan all the things I have going on. And like I said, today's Wednesday, and all day Monday or Tuesday wasn't fill in. Like it was pretty bare on Tuesday, but I do put a sticky of what I did, and then I'll back plan it. Same on Monday. Easy, easy. Thank you. Love y'all. See you guys later. I love Rio's hop. It's so cute.
So if you've been here for over a minute, you've probably seen this salad or similar a time or two. I typically eat one bag of like Asian style salad at least once a week, either from Trader Joe's, HEB, or Walmart. I don't really have a preference. I just like the chopped ones, but I always bulk it up with a cucumber. Today I had half of an English cucumber. I just added to that. Really adds bulk with not a lot of calories, or points for that matter. And yes, I use all the ingredients of the salad bag when I buy kits, and I just take the points for them. But on this one, I always add my own protein, and I added some chicken, just some 3 ounces of grilled chicken breast. The salad for 2 cups says it was 10 points, and that bag says I have 4 cups in the whole bag, so I guess it's 10 points. This is when I scanned it and got upset. But overall, I also had a Dr. Pepper Zero Strawberries and Cream. But the calories are 448 calories, 32 grams of protein, and 10 points.
Just joking. I know y'all just went out. Daddy just left. Rio, you're not supposed to take that outside, are you? Put down your toy. Thank you. No, you can't take it outside. Don't trick me either. No, we're not taking your toy outside. He loses them over the fence. No, Rio, you're not showing your friend your toy. He's gonna try again. Rio, you can't take it outside.
Oh, it's a pretty, pretty day. Hi, birthday boy. Hi, birthday boy.
Why are you in Mama's lunchbox? What are you doing in Mama's lunchbox? No, Ash, I didn't mean for him to be in there. Today is a day I was very, very tempted to get something to eat on the way home for 2 reasons. It is already 7:30. I got off late work, really late. 2, my husband has something to do tonight, so I'm on my own anyways. But I'm not going to do that. Probably the only reason I'm not is because the meal plan tonight was super simple, and you guys, I'm gonna stick to my plan. I also have leftover tacos I could eat, but again, since I'm filming, I want to show you something. So I have a head of cabbage that's been in my refrigerator now for like 2 weeks, still looks good, so I need to use that up. So that's like 3 reasons. Brussels sprouts, a lot of Brussels sprouts. I don't know if we'll use all those. I think a turkey sausage. I saw a hash on Blackstone online, and it looked really, really easy. I think it had more ingredients than this though. The Brussels sprouts I'm gonna roast on the side, just super simple. But then I think it's just like a cabbage and sausage and onion hash. I really, really like cabbage, so I think I'm gonna like this. My husband I suggested cutting these up and roasting them on the Blackstone as well. But he didn't want to do that. He wanted to keep them whole and just roast them in the oven. So I'll do that. That's easy. That way he said it makes it like a different side than just eating all one meal. Which I do understand. So the only thing I need to do is prep the vegetables. I'm going to get the Brussels sprouts started first because they'll take the longest to cook. I'm just going to rinse them and then I'll show you how to chop them. The only thing I do with my Brussels sprouts is cut off the end and then just cut them in half and leave them like that. You could quarter them if you want to. I do not like to do that. And I will season these very simply with salt and pepper and roast them for about 25 to 30 minutes in the oven. We love roasted Brussels sprouts. Love, love. And I'm making a whole bunch. We'll have them left over throughout the week as well. So let me speed through this. This is 2 pounds worth. I bought it at Costco, so that's why it's so large. Usually I season them when they're on the pan, but since it's so many, I'm gonna do them in a bowl. I'm gonna have a hard time stirring them. Already know. Salt. Pepper. I'm just gonna spray them with some olive oil and like just turn them to coat. I just dropped one on the floor and my dog managed to get it. So that's what Rio ate for his birthday, a raw Brussels sprout. I told him to drop it and he did not listen. So spread them out on a large baking sheet. And then I like to take the extra time to turn them over. I just prefer them to get like kind of crispy on that side, and then I'll start flipping them. It doesn't take but a sec, and I like them this way. Sometimes I feel like my Brussels sprouts like steam more and kind of get mushy versus like crispy like I like them. And I think that's when I don't dry them very well after washing them, or if I use too much olive oil. Just an FYI. But this is a lot. It could be also when I overcrowd the pan. But I usually don't do this many. Okay, they look good. Into a hot 425 degree oven. I will check them after 15 minutes and rotate them. Next up in the prep is the other 2 vegetables. I'm gonna do 1 1/4 onion. I love onion and cabbage together. If I didn't already have this extra, I'd just do 1, but since I have it, might as well use it. I have my bowl over here. I'm just gonna throw my chopped onion into. Just gonna, big chunks. Because when you cook it down, it'll get really small. This is the worst cut I've ever done. I'm trying to rush, and this is not my normal knife I use. Those are just excuses. You know, my husband said this knife was dull, and I have to say, I agree. I don't know what happened to it, because I just got them sharpened not too long ago. Now it's time to handle the cabbage. I always take out the outside few leaves and then I wash it, because all the dirt is under there. Probably should pull out a bigger knife, but I'm not going to because I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to have to wash another knife. But that is going to be a mistake. And with the cabbage, again, just a rough chop because it will cook down to little pieces on the pit. Call it a pit, on the griddle, I guess is the correct term. Okay, I am changing knives because this one is dull. This is my go-to knife. Oh, so much better. Before I get to that, I'm going to tackle the core. Just going to shave it. That's enough. When you get to the center, you stop. Cabbage is a vegetable. I feel like my husband and I, we don't make and eat enough. But when we do, we always like absolutely love it. We're always like, why don't we eat this more? So when I found a griddle recipe using cabbage, I was very excited. The last prep is to slice up the sausage. And when I use sausage, I like to cut it not just in rings. I like to cut it in small pieces, and there's two reasons for that. I like to, it makes me feel like I'm getting more sausage with each like bite, like meal. You know, it makes a little go a long way. But you do it however you want it. And the second reason I like it like that, I forgot to tell y'all, second reason, is because I like it when it gets a little crispy, and the more you cut it, the more crispy it can get. There's more surface area. I don't know if that's true. There's more sides, I feel like, to get crispy. And this is turkey kielbasa. And following Weight Watchers, this is the only thing so far you'll have to count points for the whole meal. I'll figure up the calories, estimate in a minute. Okay, everything is prepped inside, so now I'm gonna go outside and get my Blackstone ready. And this is only my second time ever using it, so it's still a learning curve. But the one thing I know is, since it's truly cooking outside, you need to have all your stuff outside, like ready to go. I wonder if I hope I got it on film, but my dog was chasing a bunny rabbit behind me. He never gets close to him, but a bunny lives in our yard. Most likely he'll be having babies in my garden. He has the last 2 years. In 2 years, I have found babies in my garden on Easter. One was on Easter Day, one was like the day afterwards. Let that heat up. Gotta go find a grease trap. I don't know where we put those at. So it's time to start. I have a little bit of grapeseed oil. Just gonna get that on there. That's the only thing with the Blackstone, you definitely are using oil. I have it on medium. I'm gonna turn it down to low. Use some paper towels to spread it around. So I'm gonna start with my veggies, just straight in the middle. Spread it around and let it cook. I'm gonna season it with a little bit of Kinder's. I don't have much left, so I'll probably have to go get some more seasoning. It is smelling so freaking good. Why are you barking at that person way over there on the road? He can be here. Stop barking. You don't own the neighborhood. Anyhow, I was just saying that this looks and smells delicious. I'm going to add some 21 Salute just because I didn't have very much of that Kinder's. I'm going to cover it, most of it anyways, just for a few minutes while I go inside and turn my Brussels sprouts. So that is what, woo! So that's what they should be looking like. Let's flip one and see what she looks like. Not too much color. I'm gonna leave them. See, this one has a little more color. I'm gonna leave them down for a few more minutes before I flip them. I like a little more color than that. I'm actually gonna turn it up to 450. I'm debating whether or not I want to add, let's see. This can of new potatoes. I think I do. I have had this can of potatoes for a really, really long time. And I think in that hash is a perfect use for this potato. I haven't used canned potatoes in forever. My mom used to use them growing up, and I do like them. I just haven't used them. So I'm just gonna give them a rough cut in the can. That's how lazy I'm being. Just because it really, really doesn't matter. I'm just trying to be extra careful not to cut myself. Could just cut them on the pit too. That would probably be smarter. I don't even know if you'll notice, to be honest, that they're like in there. I don't know. Okay. That's good enough. Back outside now, people. I just wanted to add a little more substance to it, was my whole reasoning for this. Yeah, looking good. Time to start everything else. I think I can uncover it too. I think everything's soft enough. That just helps keep the steam in to get it cooked through. Go ahead and add potatoes. Okay, I didn't cut them all very well, so I'm just going to use these and like try my best. These are already cooked, so they're just warming through, so I'm just going to leave them on the back to get some color. But I do need to start the sausage. And like I said, I like some color to my sausage, so I'm going to like let it stay still for a minute. Maybe turn up the heat a little. And my potatoes are fine. I'm probably going to mix them in with the cabbage. My puppies are at the door wanting to come out, but they're scaring me around the barbecue pit. They're too interested, and I feel like they're going to try to jump up. This cabbage looks amazing. And I just got the 28-inch Blackstone just because originally we thought we were going to try to put it next to our other grill going this way, and so it had to fit a certain length. But then once we bought it, we realized we didn't really like it covering that pathway anyhow. So we could have got a bigger one, which I have to say I pretty much already regret. Only because, you know, even this meal, it takes up all the room. But we didn't think we needed a big one since it's just a family of 2. See the color? That's what I'm going for. So it is done. I'm going to mix it all together. It's been off the whole time I have been putting that in there. So to clean it, you just put a little bit of water and let it kind of steam up and then scrape it. That's all there is to cleaning it. But again, not an expert here. I think I put way too much water. Now after it's clean, you do have to apply just a little bit of oil. Smooth layer. Time to go see how it is and figure out the calories and points. The points are going to be low because all you have to count for is for the sausage, but I don't know about the calories, so got to do some math. Brussels sprouts look perfect. So the calories are coming out really good. 432 for this huge bowl of food. That is, I tracked this whole serving as 4. I figured out the calories for 4, so I divided the sausage in 4, had a cabbage in 4, the onion in 4, and the potatoes in 4, which I actually think this is probably gonna be more than 4 servings because I gave me a hefty portion and it's not 4. It was just too much for the bowl. But that, like I said, that's 432 calories and how many points? And 9 points. I did track 2 teaspoons of grapeseed oil, so I did include that as well. So, and that's per serving. I included that separately. So 9 points. The sausage was 6 points because it's 3.3. The sausage was 6 points because I counted 3.5 ounces. But like I said, if I eat less, it would be less. So doing really good. I like this meal because it's truly a bulk meal and I like to have meals like this. I'm excited to try it. That also includes a cup of Brussels sprouts. That is really, really good. It has a ton of flavor with that sausage and the onions and cabbage. If you like cabbage, go try this meal. You can make it inside on like a flat top too, or even in a skillet. Going to sit down to eat this hearty meal. So I end up not eating my whole bowl. I just wasn't that hungry when I sat down. So I'm adding it back to the pot. So this is way more than 4 servings total. It's probably more like 5 or 6 because by now my husband's already taken his portion as well. I am craving a little snack. So I got my scale down here and I'm going to make me just a little snack mix. Tell you the points and calories at the end. So I'm going to do... I did 93 calories worth of the Trader Joe's kettle corn for 3 points. It's a little bit less than 1 serving. Then I'm also going to add some ube snack mix from Costco.
Crack mix.
Yeah, I call it crack mix. Here's the nutrition, which equals 5 points, but I'm going to try not to do a whole serving. So 28 grams. This stuff is so good. $20 grams of that as well. Keeping it easy. I cut off the bar tag and stick it in things like this. So this is my 5-point snack. And that is all I'm going to eat tonight. So let's go ahead and recap. This will definitely be a short video, but I'm tired. So like I said, from here on out, I'll probably be eating higher points, more paying attention to my calories. And today is one of those days. My total points are 38. My breakfast was 8 points. My lunch was 10 points, and I only had that grilled chicken breast and that salad. Just remembered something. Sorry about that. I had to add one of my snacks I hadn't tracked. And then dinner was 9 points, and then my snacks were 12 points total. For my macros, the total calories were 1,671. Trying to eat less than 1,700, so that's pretty good. On a non-active day, I like to be a little less, but it's just the time of the month I'm extra snacky. And 115 grams of protein, so pretty good. And I was a little higher carbs than normal too at 135, but I don't really pay attention to that too much. But that is it, friends. I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Say bye, dishwasher.
Are you talking to me?
Bye.